rules are pretty easy to follow, right? Especially the more obvious ones. Don't steal, don't cheat, don't punch people in the face for no reason. If you decide to break one of these, you've no one to blame but yourself. You knew what the deal was beforehand. With that said, movies don't like to follow such logic. Even when a deliberate and pretty rigid set of rules have been put in place, some films just throw caution out the window because, well, they're stupid. I'm Simon from Whatculture. This is 10 movies you didn't realise stupidly broke their own rules. Number 10. Batman undermines his own point in The Dark Knight Rises. During The Dark Knight, Batman drives one point home constantly. Don't do what I do because you will get your ass kicked. And as we see at the start of the movie, that's exactly what happens until the Caped Crusader swoops in and tells these ordinary civilians to stop pretending they're him and to stop wearing hockey pads. Fast forward to the sequel, and Bruce Wayne hightails it to some exotic cafe with his new squeeze, who was a thief, I'll have you know, because all Gotham really needed was a symbol that they could use to start believing again. From there, they'd be inspired to do it all themselves. But you told them not to, Bats, and the person you left in charge, John Robin Blake, constantly got his head kicked in during the movie. Time to come home, Bruce. Your city needs you. Number 9. Laughter is more powerful than screams in Monsters, Inc. The big reveal at the end of Pixar's Monsters, Inc. is that a child's laughter is a far better source of energy than a child's fear. I mean, why any of this powers the TV in their world, I don't know. But them's the rules. Why then does neither Sully nor Mike get a hint of this until Boo's mega laugh as the movie comes to a close? She's been giggling since they first met her, and yet it's only when her laughter literally explodes machinery do they realise how powerful it is. If a guffaw like that can blow things up, how can a smaller snicker not even register a hint? Number 8. Indiana Jones ignores what he's told in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. To get the Holy Grail, Indy must revert to his classic treasure hunting ways, with the catch this time being that only the most penitent man shall be able to pass. So in short, that means he has to lie on the floor, avoid some traps which will crush him into human goo, and if he's worthy enough, his safety will be guaranteed. And sure, following such guidelines means Mr. Jones dodges a circular saw that only has evil intent, but then he has to do some somersault to miss a second one that comes out of the damn floor. Where did it say that in the riddle? And how on earth did Indy know to do that? Nowhere does it even hint that gold medal gymnastic skills are required to get through this maze. Number 7. The genie can only grant wishes he hears in Aladdin. Or so he says. From the moment the genie meets Aladdin, he's keen to lay down the law. You can't ask him to kill. You can't ask him to make someone else fall in love with you. And you can't ask for more wishes. Then Aladdin tricks him to get out of the Cave of Wonder, so the all-powerful magician repeats how the whole system works. As it turns out, this is all one big lie. After Jafar throws Aladdin into the ocean for a good old-fashioned drowning, the genie literally puts words into his mouth despite that only 1 second earlier he says,
"Oh, you can't cheat on this one. I can't help you unless you make a wish."
But Aladdin doesn't make a wish. The genie mutters the words for him, so why didn't he just do that with his first master and wish himself free? What a moron. Number 6. You don't talk about Fight Club.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
Then how the hell do all these people find out about Fight Club? If Tyler Durden isn't talking about it, then who else knows to turn up? Number 5. Vanellope only glitches because King Candy tried to delete her in Wreck-It Ralph. It's the classic video game tale. Girl wins race, King gets mad, King deletes girl's code, girl survives, girl becomes glitch. This is the basic plot of Wreck-It Ralph, where Vanellope von Schweetz becomes a glitch in arcade racing game Sugar Rush because King Candy wants her gone from the game. And yet once Wreck-It Ralph has saved the day and looks out of his own arcade machine into hers, you see Vanellope glitch into first place, even though her code has been restored. So now she's not only cheating, but what was portrayed as the worst of all evils throughout the entire film is now treated as a special move. Right, okay, whatever you say, Disney. Number 4. Tony Stark will die if he removes the shrapnel in Iron Man. You know that big blue thing that sits in Tony Stark's chest? That's there because it provides power to an electromagnet that stops shards of deadly metal killing him. So 1, it's really important, and 2, it's what separates him from normal humans and allows him to become Iron Man. He even refuses to remove it during Iron Man 2 when a poisonous element in it was about to finish him off. So it's pretty damn crucial, apart from the fact it's not. When Iron Man 3 draws to a close, Tony just destroys all his suits and gets his heart fixed if he's just popping down to the local GP. And he doesn't die.
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
Number 3. Don't meddle with the timeline in Back to the Future. Doc is terrified that people may meddle with time, despite the fact that he's the ultimate time meddler. That aside though, making even the slightest change in the past can have catastrophic results that could change the world as we know it in the future. Hell, it could even wipe out mankind. So whatever you do, don't meddle with the timeline. Unless you want to go back to the Wild West period, pretend to be a cowboy and boink some teacher. Then it's fine. Number 2. Portkeys can only be used once in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. There's one simple rule with portkeys in Harry Potter. While they are the best way for any wizard to travel, the sticking point is they can only be used to transport things to one place once. It's like when you buy a one-way train ticket. One journey to one place. When we get to the tragic end of the Tri-Wizard tournament, however, Harry uses the Tri-Wizard Cup to transport himself back to Hogwarts and away from Voldemort, despite the fact that the same portkey was rigged to take him into an awaiting trap. So that makes no sense. On top of that, when Harry gets back to school, he doesn't land where he was, but touches down in front of the crowd, which is like EasyJet dropping you off in Milan when you were supposed to go to Rome. Nonsense. Number 1. Don't cross the streams in the Ghostbusters. Crossing the streams is so bad, it would explode every molecule in your body at the speed of light. That's not some line I've made up for this video, that's the actual words used in the Ghostbusters movie.
Try to imagine all life as you know it stopping instantaneously and every molecule in your body exploding at the speed of light.
Total protonic reversal.
In short, it's not good and should never be done. Ever. Don't even think about it. Until you're in dire straits fighting some weird lady and her dogs. As soon as it suits the fighting foursome, they just decide, to hell with it. Screw science, let's just see what happens even though we may be about to destroy the entire world. Amazingly though, this mega stream just causes an explosion that hurts the aforementioned Gozer and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Handy that. Know of any other Forsaken movie rules? Let us know in the comments below and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You can even tell me how I should just enjoy movies and not read into them so much on Twitter at SimonMiller316. I'm Simon from Whatculture, and I'll chat to you again soon.